Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around is Super Adventure Island for the Super Nintendo. And the Adventure Island series was actually started as a port of Wonder Boy for the NES by Hudson Soft. Only thing is, because of the unique licensing agreement between Sega and Westone, all references to Wonder Boy had to be removed before the game could be released. So Hudson put one of their executives, Takahashi, in the game and the series as the main character. And we are going to see the story once more. To the left is Master Higgins, aka Takahashi, depending on what you want to call him. To the right is his lovely wife Tina. And riding on the broomstick is Dark Cloak, the villain for this game. He turns Tina into a stone statue, and Higgins, or Takahashi, again, depending on what you want to call him, has to go after him by going on a giant bird and giving chase. Thus starts Super Adventure Island. You're probably wondering why Adventure Island is a port of Wonder Boy, but is a original idea, kinda, at the same time. Again, it's because of the weird licensing agreement where Sega retained the rights to the names and characters in the Wonder Boy series, while Westone retained the rights to everything else. Also in this agreement, Westone owned the copyrights to each game in the series, while Sega owned the Wonder Boy trademark. This also allowed other companies to make ports of the game for non-Sega platforms, provided that all Wonder Boy references are removed. And if I could start the game, that would be nice. There we go, thank you, game. And once we press start on the title screen after the story plays once, we don't even get an option screen. This is what we get. And I'm going to pause the game to show off the heads-up display. On the upper left is your stamina bar. You have 16 notches on it, and the number of notches you have go down as you go through the game. And in order to keep your stamina as high as possible, you will have to pick up fruits, which also give you points. Speaking of points, the score is at the upper right, and you will need 50,000 and increments of 50,000 to get an extra life. To the lower right, or the lower left actually, sorry, are the extra lives. Right now we have 2, and we lose those, the game is over. By running, we're able to jump higher, and we also grab the trademark axe. You can grab up to 3 axes to throw 3 axes at one time. And you want to hit these guys when they're vulnerable. You also want to avoid the rocks because those things cause you to trip, and they don't kill you, much like everything else in the game, but you do lose a little bit of stamina. And of course you also want to jump over the rocks, but I probably already said that. We should be coming up to the new weapon real soon, which is the boomerang. Unlike the axe, which just has a little trajectory with an arc and can just be thrown forward, this one you can throw up and down, but you have to be airborne to throw it downwards to hit enemies below you. This is definitely useful for the guys on the balloons. I also managed to find a skateboard, but those things have you constantly in motion. And even though you can slow down by holding left on the control pad, I'd rather have full control of Higgins at all times. Here's round 1-2. We get to see the same music from the last round being played. All of this is composed by Yuzo Koshiro, or Yuzo Koshiro, depending on how you want to pronounce it. You got the little bit of moving platforms here. Again, use your running jumps to get your height and distance. Definitely want to throw up to take out those flying things, and you also want to duck whenever you face the guys with spears so that you don't get hit while you're trying to fight them. And I know there's a star here somewhere. Okay, you have to strike that and then jump up to get that. There we go. And you have to jump on all these platforms. They only last once. And you want to grab all of the things. All the stars, the moon, the suns, everything. I'm not going to find all the stars unless I suddenly find everything on GameFAQs or something, because I just picked this game up. But if you find everything and manage to make it to the end, you'll be able to get a 1-up. Hold down, press jump, and you'll be able to do a super jump. That's as good as your running jump. You just don't need to run. Also, that one falls. That platform there, right there falls. Also want to get a good running jump to get all that. There we go. These guys will run in circles, but we can easily anticipate where they're going and throw an axe at them rather accurately. Alright, I had the feeling I wouldn't get them, but I did. Now it's time to get that boomerang again. If you have 3 of a weapon, and you collect the 4th, you'll get the fireball. Fireball is far more powerful. And whenever you touch the goal, which is the red ball with the star, you clear the stage and you get 500 points for every notch of stamina on the stamina bar that you have left, for a total of up to 8,000 bonus points. You will definitely need these bonus points to get extra lives. Candle enemy. Just hit them when they get close enough. And we'll also be chased by a rock. You can jump over the first one and just let it go to the right, but a second one will come after you shortly after you continue, so just let the first one stay on screen, and you won't have to deal with the second. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Well, if I do, I'll probably remember it while I'm playing through the game. These guys jump up and down and they come towards you. They always home in on your location, and you'll have to anticipate where they're going to go while you try to hit them. That way you can hit them accurately. And I'm not going to have as much stamina, but, well, whatever. This is where that crouching jump really comes into play, because you won't be able to get up there without any running jumps. Now we're going to approach the first boss. Sorry about that silence, I had to get some hydration going on, my voice doesn't get too rough. And this guy is pretty easy to kill off. Whenever he shoots a fireball that comes at you, you want to super jump over it with a crouching jump. And you also got the ghosts that will come after you when they turn solid. They will hit you. You can also finish this guy off in one attack cycle like I did, and make this boss battle a lot easier. The bosses in this game are really, really easy anyway. And we are now on round 2-1. This is pretty much a run and gun like stage. And you're going to be taking on a lot of penguins. Some of them will come up from behind you. Skipping the skateboard because, well, I'm pretty bad with skateboard even though it provides an extra hit. And if you collect 3 axes and you switch to boomerang, you will have 3 boomerangs. I should mention that. So in case you accidentally switch weapons, you won't be totally defenseless or in peril or anything. And you got these guys going up and down as they fly towards you. And there's that downward throw in action. This guy, wait for him to stop hiding behind the shield. When he throws a spear, you hit him. Simple as that. If he's on a higher elevation than you and you have the boomerang, you can hit him in the back while he's still guarding. That's really awesome. Just like this music. I'm drinking unsweetened tea in case you're probably wondering or asking or what have you, because, well, I'm thinking about hydrating during these Let's Plays now so that my voice doesn't go nuts and I don't have to do the act of sadly trying to nix whole takes of this Let's Play, or any Let's Play, because, well, my throat got dry and it caused me to cough a lot. But anyway, here's a familiar sight in round 2. And I saw that penguin over there coming down from behind. And these little inflated walruses will try to fly towards you. They can be annoying. And I'm going to go ahead and do a running jump there just in case. And I believe Yep. Have to strike that little area right there to get the star. Don't worry, we will be returning here, just like we did with the first star, right where we left off, when we're done. At the end is a sun, and yes, you will have to grab it. Also, the jars of milk will fully replenish your stamina. You won't find a whole lot of them, and you'll usually find them in bonus stages, so if you find them, grab them. By all means, just grab them. Okay, get rid of this guy. Jump at the edge. And that penguin that was behind me, well, he won't be able to do anything because I scrolled the platform to the left all the way off, causing him to fall into the water. And we should be now at 6 lives. Great to get the maximum amount of bonus points from clearing a stage. And suddenly we're on a boat, we get swallowed by a whale, and we're now in a swimming level for round 2-3. This is where the soundtrack by Yuzo Koshiro for this game gets a little better than Streets of Rage in my opinion. It does that in a couple of spots, primarily because the sound chip actually gives it justice. It sounds like actual recorded music to some extent. Even if it is an FM synthesis. There are times where the Super NES sound chip was misused, but I definitely don't feel that it was in this particular game. Anyway, you can actually aim up and down with control pad to hit all these guys from above and below and whatnot, because, well, you need the points. You need as many lives you can get through this game. The game isn't particularly hard. I was able to get through it rather quickly. But it's still good to have all those lives just in case, because you never know when you might need them. Also, in this area, you don't want to go to the bottom, because if you do go all the way to the bottom, you will die and you will lose a life, and you'll go back to having no weapon. Not grabbing the axe, because I'd rather not have the axe for the next battle. Yes, there is another boss battle after this. Alright. And as soon as you start the stage, you'll want to avoid all the spikes as you make your way to the right. And then when you trigger the boss battle, avoid the tentacle there. And you want to hit this thing in the eye, so that way you can damage the boss. After a couple of hits, you will take this guy down. You can stay at the bottom, unlike the last area, so you can use that as a safe spot, so that way you can avoid the tentacle and be ready for the fish eggs that he spits out and transforms into fish whenever they are on screen for a couple of seconds. And of course there's the spikes above them which keep you from attacking them from above. Boomerangs are definitely a really good weapon for that. You can beat him with the axe, but you will have to get a little closer. I believe that's enough progress for one video. And there are only 5 rounds in this game. And I'm going to save 3 and 4 for the next video. So join me then, why don't you? Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!